The death overs have made all the difference in IPL this season. And Rajasthan Royals star Riyan Parag went ballistic yesterday, scored an 86 on board. And all of this went into like this really catchy match towards the end. Tonight, we are expecting another real nail biter over there. Royal Challengers Bangalore take on Kolkata Knight Riders. Here's our cricket analyst Jamie Alter taking you through all the highlights.
Well, another win in the IPL for the home team. We're talking about 9 matches so far in IPL 2024, and each time it's been the home team that has ended up victorious. Is there a pattern we're looking at? Well, time will tell, but if this is the pattern which ends up being the defining aspect of IPL 2024, believe you me, there's going to be thousands and thousands, in fact lakhs and lakhs of fans of various franchises, without taking names, who must be saying, yaar, is baar shayad hamari team IPL jeet jaye. The action shifted to Jaipur yesterday with Rajasthan Royals hosting Delhi Capitals. Now, I have a lot of time for Rajasthan Royals because I just believe they're a team which has the interest of all its players at its heart. We've heard the stories of the camps they have in Maharashtra where Jaiswal and Dhruv Jurel have gone on and really honed their craft. But beyond that, they just seem like a really, really nice team. And the saying goes, nice guys don't always finish first. But yesterday, it was the nice guys that won. It wasn't easy, but for me, 2 major talking points from Rajasthan Royals win yesterday. A narrow win over Delhi Capitals, the first Riyan Parag. It's hard to imagine that Riyan Parag is just 22 years old. It seems like he's been playing the IPL from when he was a toddler, But this is a player which Rajasthan Royals have really invested in. And it's not been a very rewarding relationship so far from a team perspective as well as from Riyan Parag's perspective. You look at the numbers he's put up in the last 3 years for RR. Nothing really speaks, to say that he's a player who the team should have invested so much time in. But this season, I'm very, very happy that Kumar Sangakkara, all of the coaching staff, the think tank, the captains, they all got together and said, you know what? Here's a player, a young player, just 22, who has talent. He's coming off a fantastic domestic season in white ball in particular. Let's give him a more defined role. इससे पहले क्या था कि Riyan Parag was batting at number 6, number 7 in the finisher's role. Not an easy place to bat by any standard. But so far, in 2 matches, RR and its think tank, its management have given Riyan Parag the number 4 slot. And look at the results. He got a good cameo in the first match, and then in yesterday's match, he got 84, his highest score in the IPL, by far his most outstanding effort, full of sixes. And it just goes to say that if you back a player, if you make a player in the cutthroat world of T20 franchise cricket, if you make him feel secure and you say, you know what, maybe we've been doing this wrong with you, here you go bat at number 4. Is it a coincidence that suddenly Riyan Parag, who's, like I said, coming off a very strong domestic season, suddenly goes and scores 84, almost single-handedly, dragging Rajasthan Royals to what proved a match-winning total? I hope for Riyan Parag's sake, I hope for Rajasthan and its loyal fan base that Riyan Parag really uses this opportunity to bat at number 4 and comes out with what I believe will be his breakthrough IPL season. But the man who really held his nerve for RR yesterday was Avesh Khan. Now let's also not forget that the T20 World Cup from June 1st is really looming large over this IPL. And Avesh Khan, who was part of India's previous T20I squad, is a genuine contender for the World Cup. He's not going to start anyone's favorite Indian bowlers list. He's been through a lot. He's been trolled. He's been through some tough times. But this season, at a new franchise in Rajasthan Royals, he's been tasked with a difficult role of bowling at the death. And why I go back to that T20 World Cup reference is because India, the Indian cricket system, keeping in mind the T20 World Cup in a couple months' time, is short of death bowlers. And in yesterday's match, Avesh Khan came back, bowled the 18th over, bowled the 20th over. The match was in the balance when Avesh Khan came back to bowl that 18th over, and he only gave 9 runs in that over. And then he was tasked with, I would say, a very, very tough job of defending 17 runs. In today's gung-ho, adrenaline-fueled 2020 landscape, 17 runs is very achievable for most teams. And thus, to see Avesh Khan hold his nerve, bowl those Yorkers, bowl dot balls to concede just 4 runs on the final over, that speaks volumes of Avesh Khan's temperament. And I believe if he keeps up this death bowling form, this wicket-taking dot ball bowling form, Avesh Khan might just be a bolter for India's T20 World Cup squad, which, let me remind our viewers, must be announced by May 1st, literally halfway through the IPL, by the competing nations to the ICC. So yes, as I said at the start, it has been another home win. It came down to the wire, but hats off Riyan Parag, a young player who Rajasthan Royals have invested a lot of time in, and then Avesh Khan, a player who was traded during the off-season, has now stepped up in his second match for his new franchise by conceding just 4 runs when he had only 17 runs to defend last night.